Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brycen, and today I want to talk to you guys about how to move to Dallas, Texas with no money, no job, no housing, nothing. So a couple years ago, I decided to leave Virginia and to move to Dallas, Texas. I was just so fed up with Virginia. There was no job opportunities in Virginia. It was so hard to get jobs. I lived in Virginia basically my whole life, and I was just tired of the same old system, the same old living, seeing the same people and not getting anywhere. And it frustrated me, and I knew that I had to leave. And I also knew that there was other places besides Virginia that was much better. I wanted to explore and see other things. So I decided to move to Dallas, Texas, not knowing anybody. I didn't have a job there. I didn't have a house there. I didn't have a car. I didn't have no family, no friends. I decided to up and leave. So the first thing that you have to tell yourself, if you want to move to Texas or anywhere in the state or across the world, ask yourself why you want to do it. Why? Always have a why and write it down. The next thing you have to ask yourself is, how am I going to get there? You have to have a plan on how you're going to get to your destination. So what I did was I knew that in order to get to Texas, I had to fly. I didn't have a car at the time. I was leasing a vehicle and I turned the vehicle in, so I didn't have a vehicle. So I knew that I had to fly. Maybe your situation is different. Maybe you have a car, so you may have to drive to Texas, or maybe you can get a company to ship your car to Texas. But for me, I knew that for me to get to Texas, I had to fly. Even if I had a car, I was not going to drive myself to Texas. From Virginia to Texas, that's like a whole day, and I'm not doing that. So I knew that I had to fly there. So then I said to myself, I needed somewhere to stay when I get to Texas. Because I didn't have any friends there, no family, I had to stay in a hotel or Airbnb, but I opted to stay in a hotel. So I knew that I needed enough money to stay in a hotel for a week or a week and a half. So I needed to save up money for a hotel. Then, in order for me to drive around to find places to get to my hotel, to leave the airport, I knew that I needed a rental car. So I said to myself, I need to get money for a hotel, for a rental car, for food, for plane tickets. I had all that in mind. Mind you, I didn't even have first month's rent or deposit. I didn't even have any of that. I knew that in order for me to get there, I need to have those three things. So I wrote that down. The next thing is, if you are living in a house, which I'm assuming you're living on your own, or even if you're living with somebody, you have things. You want your things to go to Texas with you. So I knew that I had to pack my things up and I had to find a way to get it there. So then you're going to have to call up U-Haul and ask them, how much is it going to cost to ship my stuff to Texas? Or how much is it going to cost for me to drive my things in a U-Haul truck to Texas? For my situation, I didn't do that. I sold out all my things. I recommend doing that. Sell your things that you don't need and then use that money as your travel cost. So I sold my things out. So I didn't have nothing but the clothes, shoes, stuff like that, my computer, furniture. I sold it. I didn't have a car, so that was perfect. What I did, because I didn't have any money, I wasn't working, was I used my income tax that year for my travel expenses and to get to Texas. I knew that I didn't have any money saved. I knew that I had to leave, so I used my taxes to buy our plane tickets, to rent the hotel out, to rent out the rental car, to eat while I was there. I used my income taxes. So if you guys don't have no money saved up, I recommend use your income taxes. You get it once a year. Do not blow it on unnecessary things. If you know that you want to leave, use your income taxes. So that's what I did. I used my income taxes. Now, what was so crazy was when I decided to up and leave to go to Texas, I bought our tickets. I didn't even book a hotel. I didn't know what hotel to book because I didn't know the area. There were so many options. There's so many cities in Dallas, Texas. It was crazy. So I just booked the plane ticket and the rental car. When I got there, that's when I decided to drive around and look for a hotel. That's what I did. I stayed in a hotel in Plano, Texas, which was from the airport, it was about a 25, 30-minute drive from Dallas airport. And we stayed at a hotel in Plano. I forgot the name of the hotel, but it was a budget-friendly hotel. I wasn't doing any motels. I knew that I had to stay in a budget-friendly hotel, and I had to find a place fast. I want to tell you guys this. You guys can definitely move to Dallas, Texas with no job, no friends, no house, no nothing. Like, you guys can do it just like I did. I stepped out in faith, and you just have to have a plan. Like, you need to write out why you're moving there. Where do you want to go? Like, what hotel or Airbnb that you want to stay at? How much is it going to cost you to stay at that hotel or Airbnb for a week or a week and a half? You're definitely going to need transportation, so you have to write down how much it costs for a rental car. Or maybe you're going to have to use like Uber, because maybe some of you guys might not be 21. So you might have to use Uber or Lyft, which is fine. But you have to have your things written down. Like, you can't just go to Texas and not have a plan. Like, you must have a plan. You must write everything down. And like I said, if you guys don't have any money, use your income taxes. Please, guys, do it. Use your income taxes to move. So once I got to Dallas, Texas with my kids, and also I forgot to mention that I also paid for a ticket for my mom to come with me, because I didn't want to be in that area by myself. I wanted my mom to help me out with the kids, and also she wanted to move to Texas too. So I decided to pay for not only my kids' tickets and my ticket, but my mom's ticket. So we all came to Texas. We got the rental car. Mind you, I didn't have a hotel to stay at. So we were driving around Texas looking for a hotel for hours. Like, it was so hot. We didn't know the area. We didn't know anybody. So we're literally like driving around. I was calling up hotels, getting prices on the spot. Finally, after hours of searching for a hotel and calling the hotels, we found a budget-friendly hotel in Plano, Texas, and we stayed there for a week. I think it was a week or week and a half. It wasn't longer than a week and a half. We stayed there for that week. And then on the very last day, we found a place. Well, I'm going to get into that in a little bit. As soon as you get here, immediately you want to start looking for places. You want to start driving around Texas, looking at areas, looking at different apartment complexes, doing tours. Like, you know that you need to get out that Airbnb. You need to get out that hotel, because each day you're staying there, the money's adding up. That could be going towards your first month's rent and deposit. So as soon as you get here, immediately start looking for places. Even before you come to Texas, start looking for places. Like, they have what is it called? They have apartment finders that will find you apartment locators. People here that will find you apartments in your price range. What I recommend you doing is finding you an apartment locator and getting them to find places here in Dallas, Texas in your budget, and they'll find places. Do not sign the lease until you get here, because what happened to me was I used an apartment locator to help me find places here before I moved here. And the price was fine. He found me the place. So I didn't sign the lease until I came here. When I came here and I looked at those apartments, the area was sketchy. Like, it was somewhere close by downtown Dallas. It was not in a good area. The area was just like rough. And I was like, thank God I didn't sign the lease. So do not sign the lease until you get here. If you see an apartment that you like, come here, drive to that apartment complex, look at the area, do a tour. Don't sign the lease ever until you get here. So we decided to find a realtor here in Texas to help us find a place, because at the time my plan was to get a place with my mom, because she wanted to move from Virginia to Texas as well. So our plan was to get a place together. I was going to stay with her for a little bit, and then I was going to eventually find my own place. So we ended up finding a realtor in a salon suite, which was so crazy. Like, we're walking through a salon suite because my mom's a hairstylist, so she was looking for salon suites and just like talking to people and looking at the suites. And we ended up finding a realtor who found us the house that my mom lives in right now. But yeah, we found that realtor. He was finding us houses to live in, like to rent in Dallas, Texas, showing us around. So that was such a big help, because we didn't know what we were doing. Thank God that we found that realtor. So we end up finding a place that we were approved for, and we moved into that place. And a couple months later, I ended up moving out from my mom's place, and I got my own apartment. But yes, as soon as you come to Texas, immediately start searching for places quickly, because you want to get out of the hotel and you want to be able to save that money for your rent. It's possible. Like, you can definitely move here with no money, not having no friends, not knowing nobody. Like, you can do it. I'm telling you guys that you will find a place here in Texas. If you're worried that, oh my goodness, I might not find a place here, I may not find a job here, you will find a place here in Texas. You will find a job here. There's so many jobs here. There's so many places. They're always building housing, apartment complexes. There's so many opportunities here. You will find a place here. You will get a job here. That should be like the least of your worries. For me, the first important thing is to find a place. The next thing after you find a place, you find a job. You go on Indeed, you type in jobs in Dallas, Texas. Like, you will get a job here. When my sisters moved to Texas, like they left their job, they left their friends and everything, they was worried that they could not find a job here. Within the first week of my sisters coming to Texas, they both found a job. Even if you take a job at like a fast food place or like at a clothing store, it's okay. A job's a job. Get your job here, get your foot in the door, work that job until you know the area and until you can find another job, and then you can like leave that job and go to the next job. But you will find a job here, you will find a place here. You can do it, guys. There should be nothing that should be stopping you. Y'all can do it. So I plan on doing more videos on Dallas, Texas. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Also, I want to tell you guys that I do apartment tours here in Dallas, Texas. I tour houses here. I tour apartments. I tour everything. So I have a series of different apartment tours here that I tour in Dallas, Texas. I tell you guys the cost, the name. I show you guys everything about that complex. So definitely check those videos out. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.